All
Hello,
righty.
hello.
Hi.
Hello. Happy Friday for the none people that are watching right now. But they will be.
Tune in later. They will be watching. This is definitely a Friday live that you don't want to miss.
Yeah.
We've got a very special guest who is right within our Kapolei community. And one of our, favorite places to go and do team building and just to have fun.
What kind of fun?
Oh, like adventurous kind of fun. Adventure. Well, maybe I know that some of our team members were not finding it fun. They kind of were terrified. So, but it helped them to overcome their fears. So there was a lot of growth. So fun and growth. There's just so much that can be accomplished at this wonderful adventure park that's just right here in our community, in our backyard. We got Michael here who is going to share with us a little bit of the history, how the community outreach, just the kind of things that you can expect at Coral Crater Adventure Park when you come and join them. So, Mike, welcome to the Friday Live.
Hey.
Hi, thank you very much.
How's Adrian's audio to you, Michael?
It's pretty hard to hear, but I can kind of make it out.
All right.
I had to mute because there was an airplane flying over. One of those things that we deal with.
Your connection's breaking up a little bit. It could be my end, but we do. The most important people are listening right now. So let's pretend we're just talking story with ourselves, and we just happen to be going out on these social media platforms. So, Michael, tell us a little bit about you. How did you get involved with Coral Crater?
Oh, well, thank you for having me on again. And I got involved with Coral Crater. Actually, I was looking for a fun, adventurous type job, and because I was in a desk job prior to this. And I actually found this place, how so many people find this place, just driving by and said, that place looks cool. Walked in and ended up starting here, very part-time job. And before you knew it, here I am. Now I'm the manager of the park and really, just love it. It's an adventure every day, that's for sure. So, get to see people really.
This is your office.
Yes. You're looking at it right there. The Adventure Tower, my office.
Now, I know you guys recently have added a few new upgrades to the park because can you guys hear me okay, or is my connection still
That's
off?
Much better.
Just carry on.
Okay. So I want to talk about this rope, the 60-foot rope, because that is something new that was not there the last time that we were there. It's the highest rope in the state. You guys have some here.
I'm not sure if it's the highest in the state. I would imagine. It would be really cool if someone knew of a higher one. I'd love to know about it. But 60 feet from the ground to the top. It's a climbing rope, and it is a challenge. Very, very hard challenge. In fact, we've only had 7 people make it to the top, and we've had a couple thousand at least attempt. So it's very tough, but really a neat feature that we have added to our adventure tower.
Of these 7 people, have any of them been children or females, or is it like a mix? Tell me.
Yes, actually, the youngest participant to make it to the top was a 7-year-old girl, and she was all of maybe 4 feet tall, and she climbed that rope and was unwilling to submit. That's for sure. She made it all the way up, so it was really impressive.
Amazing. You should have like a picture of her on your website.
Oh, so we're working on the website, Hall of Fame for the rope. We call them the Rope Hall of Fame, and we actually have the pictures in our gift shop area. Right now, we only have 7 pictures up there, but it's of everybody that made it to the top. Of them, typically it's on the rope. We do have a couple where they're wearing the T-shirt that they won, because we give a T-shirt out to anybody that makes it to the top. So
awesome.
That's a fun way, a fun way to kind of, like challenge your guests that, want to be challenged. I see, Attilio, you've put up the Sunset S'mores and Stars. I think this is a new event that you guys had come up with. Was it during COVID or was it before COVID?
This we used to run pre-COVID. What we have done since COVID is enhance it quite a bit. It used to be, we used to do the Sunset S'mores and Stars adventure, and we used to host the fire up on the top portion of our property. We have since moved the fire to the bottom portion of our property right next to the Adventure Tower. And now we have lights that light up the Adventure Tower at night. Looks really cool, kind of like a spaceship sitting there. And we roast the s'mores down there. So you kind of really feel secluded. You're next to a 40-foot cliff, kind of feels like you're in the woods. You never know you're in Kapolei. You escape to a whole new area. So that typically how it works is it starts right before sunset. And we try to get you to our top tandem racing zips right at sunset. So you're doing a zip line from our top platform, very highest point in the park, off that at sunset. And then we go back, we have some s'mores by a fire, and then we'll go zipping 3 more lines and then black, complete darkness. So glow sticks, glow attire, definitely suggested. Anything you want to bring.
And how many guests can you guys accommodate, and how often do you do this sunset and s'mores?
So right now we're doing the Sunset S'mores on Monday nights and Friday nights. We can accommodate other nights, but they are we just have to schedule that out in advance. We prefer 2 weeks in advance, but for anything that's on an abnormal night, you just let us work with you. We've also opened our tower at night as well. So you can actually do the Adventure Tower at night now with it all lit up. It's very cool.
Oh, that's cool. Now let's talk about team building.
Yes.
Adrian, what do we want to tell you?
Well, we recently had our team. Yeah, we had our team come out, and they had so much fun on the Adventure Tower. Just challenging themselves and working together, cheering each other on.
It was a fun
like what kind of businesses or companies would this be good for, and what kind of activities do you suggest?
So our tower is a great team building activity. As you said, you have lots of people that come out and they just really have a fun time. And then the others people within your staff saw it as a real challenge, and they got to build and grow by accomplishing the obstacles that we have in place for them. So the tower itself for team building is great. We have 2 different floors. One's at 25 feet, the other's at 40 feet. There's 9 obstacles per floor. And really you get to see some of your coworkers screaming and squealing and all sorts of noises. It's quite fun to watch when people are being challenged.
In fact, this is screaming right here.
And I want to applaud the staff because they were so supportive with the team members that did have challenges with heights and were really pushing themselves. Like, you guys were very supportive and went above and beyond to help those that were really pushing themselves.
Absolutely. We want to make it a challenge for everybody, so we don't just help them through all the way, but we definitely we're going to make sure that they succeed. So they feel accomplished.
There's our crew.
There they are.
So yeah, we really had a good time doing that. We got to know who was you know, it provides an opportunity for your team members to come together and see who's really vulnerable. Because we had some team members that were like scared out of their minds. No names mentioned, Mitzi.
We had a few of them, and they all pushed themselves and were very proud of themselves for being able to push past that, that limiting belief and that fear.
Yeah.
So it was nice to see that growth.
Absolutely.
And this was Laura.
On the road.
Well,
was that you, Adrian, upside down there?
No, that was Laura.
Okay.
I followed instructions. Yes. I followed the instructions on the road.
Here's my tip for the rope climb. Do the rope climb first. Absolutely. Because you just get wiped out with all the other stuff. And then you just don't have that energy for the rope climb. So if your objective is to hit the rope climb, do it first. So
absolutely, it's a real challenge. I still haven't even made it to the top, and just shy, but man, is it a challenge.
So Mike, maybe you could share with our viewers a little bit about the Kama'aina discounts during the week. When did you guys start doing that, and why?
So with COVID, we've been trying to get our local friends and families and community over to the park. And we offered the 50% discount on and off throughout all of last year. And then heading into a new year, we wanted to continue that for the weekdays. So anytime you've got a Monday through Thursday or Friday day off with your family, we definitely suggest come on out. It's the best time to come. You're typically on private tours because we have less crowds on during the weekdays, and that's really the best time to come. So it's really fun to be able to be out there on your own time. No rush to try and keep up with anybody but your family. So that's the best time. So the 50% off through the week, trying to inspire people to come out on a weekday and have some fun with us.
Now, do you recommend that they pre-schedule this, or can they just show up?
Absolutely. So we definitely recommend you calling in advance. Typically, we do book out. For instance, on the weekends, it's not uncommon to be booked out 48 hours in advance. So we actually are at full capacity on the weekends. During the weekdays, you have a better chance of just arriving and doing our activities, but even then they have a wait. So it's definitely better to book in advance, call ahead, get reservations, even if it's the day before. Just anything, little advance warning, we can set up and make sure that we have a guide available for you when you get here. Otherwise, you'll have to, there is availability with our guides.
I just want to point out, so in our photo, here's the regular faces where we're just doing regular smile, and then here's the crazy smiles, crazy faces. Do you guys see that? Isn't that hilarious? Here's the regular smile, and then here's the crazy faces. We're looking back.
You can't see it in the eyes.
Exactly. Crazy eyes. That's it. Crazy eyes, non-crazy eyes.
Let's talk a little bit about the community outreach that you guys do with AAA.
Over the years, we have done events for the community, everything from, assisting with project grads and things like that. Another thing that we work with is we are actually setting up an event right now for the Boy Scouts here on Oahu. They're going to come and they're going to do some climbing, and they're working towards their climbing merit badges. We have a staff member who was actively with the Boy Scouts prior to working here. So she's very well versed in everything needed to help them achieve their merit badges. So we'll be having a fairly large number of Boy Scouts coming through over the coming weeks to get their merit badges. So that's really neat. We're very excited for that. As far as, and we also invite, if you have things that you want to do within the community, we can really make anything happen. We're very open-minded here and willing to work with whoever's out there trying to promote something to help the community. All you gotta do is come in, talk to me, and we'll set something up. We'll get it taken care of, and we'll do our best to really make it a great experience for you.
Now I wanna talk about the chicken that you guys have on property. That's a professional wrestler.
Yeah, that's Frank.
What's the name of the chicken?
His name is Frank, and
he's Instagram. Is he Insta famous?
Yeah, he's getting there. More and more followers every day. It's called Around the World with Frank. Little thing my wife does. We have a couple photos of him where he looks like a stellar looking chicken, and we Photoshop them into wonders of the world. Really, everything from the pyramids, the Great Wall of China, to the Eiffel Tower in Paris, and people really like
what's
that.
His hashtag or handle, or what do you call it?
Around the World with Frank. So
Around the World.
You guys are so creative. I love it. Such a well-traveled chicken.
The Frank here is the oldest member of the park. He's been here from day one, and he really thinks he rules the place. He's yeah, he's fun. He likes to he thinks he's a fighting chicken.
Yeah.
See,
he actually let me hold him.
Yeah.
I got to hold him for a few minutes and pet him. He is not a fighting chicken. He likes to be snuggled.
He does. As soon as you got him in your hands, he likes to just hang out. I throw him on my shoulder every now and then, and he'll stay there for a while. Yeah, he's a chicken. He's we get people come in all the time and they ask, "Where's Frank at?"
Well, I was talking with him at the break, and he said, everybody's always questioning my intentions. I just cross roads because I want to cross the road. Yeah. Why you always gotta question me? So that's around.
That's what he wants.
Well, we are going to, this is more kind of like the length of a TED Talk, really short. So we kind of want to, again, do some recaps, kind of send everybody back to their binge watching of Netflix, or maybe they should be working instead of watching us live on social media. But we've got Michael, manager here of the Coral Crater Adventure Park. What's pretty cool is you guys, like local kind directions, you guys are right across from the FBI headquarters out here in Kalailoa.
That's correct.
With most people, like, right at that intersection, what is that? I know that's like Fort Barrett and what is that? Coral Sea or something, or Roosevelt is the intersection. Yeah.
Yes.
How far is that drop right at that intersection?
Right there, you never know it, but it's well over 50 feet, probably closer to 60 feet.
Yeah.
To the bottom of the crater, and it just looks like a little forest there, but really it's quite a drop right there.
Yeah. So 50, 60 feet into that crater is where you guys are located. So if you're driving in the area, you really don't see anything till you come into that park. So it's kind of like a little hidden gem that's not like, because typically when you're doing this stuff, you're having to drive all the way like North Shore or somewhere far. You guys are literally in our backyard here in Kapolei. So come out and support our local company. Adrian, what else?
I was going to mention that something that we didn't discuss. I noticed that you guys started doing this recently with the like the food trucks. What is the story with that? What's the schedule? Tell us about that.
So the third Saturday of each month, we have an outside promoter, Air Party Rentals, and they rent our parking lot and throw a food truck festival. Now, due to COVID, it is a grab and go festival where people can come in, browse the various food trucks. Typically, anywhere from 30 to 35 vendors are there. Great food. They typically have live music going, and you can get all sorts of great food and then really taste all the variety that you have here. Right here in Kapolei. They're all local vendors, and really it's a great event.
Yeah, so that's nice. All right, folks, if you guys like, try buy local, this is it. Come out to go to coralcrater.com. Here's our tip. Fill out the liability form online so that you can just walk in. The waiver, so you can just walk in and start having fun.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
Yes. And it is a lot of fun. There's something for everybody there.
Yes, there truly is.
Look at how big. Do you guys still do that big swing thing? I just saw.
We don't do the big swing thing right now. We're actually replacing that with that. It's already installed. I'm just working on the final documents to open it. And instead of swinging out, there will be, you'll climb a net to that platform, and then you'll jump off. And it's really tense to be standing there. Nothing's jump off a 25-foot platform, and there's a belay system that catches you and belays you.
And if you ever wanted to do some big wave surfing, what is that wave? At least what, 40 feet?
That's 40 feet right there.
Feet?
Yes, 40 feet from the ground.
40 feet wave. Yeah, call magazine picture for your look. You can even go tandem. So, anywho, that's it. We're gonna say aloha to all of our friends. If you guys are tired of home sheltering and you all like antsy sitting at home to at your kids, this is a great way to release all that parental energy. Stop yelling at your kids. Bring them over here to Coral Crater. Register online, 50% combine discount. Michael, was there any questions we should have asked that we haven't asked you about Coral Crater?
Yeah, I mean, you guys have asked quite a few good questions. One of the questions we get a lot is, do I need shoes? Yes, you absolutely need closed-toed shoes to participate here. We do it's flip-flop state, so you can wear your slippers, a lot of people. So you have shoes for sale. They're typically your water shoes. However, we do encourage you bring shoes. So that's one.
That's a great tip.
Yep. And
also,
and
age limits is another big one.
Have a pickup?
I'm sorry?
Age limit. What's the age limit? What's the age limit?
6 years old to participate in all of the events out here. So 6 years old, and we've had is 94 doing our zip line.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Cool.
Yeah.
So you have a minimum age, but no maximum age. So long as you can fall in the mirror and walk around and have a sense
and
of
that you sign the waiver.
Come on property.
Sign the waiver.
And I know you guys have pigs on property too. So hey, you pig hunters, no come on the property now. Only unless you can do a zip line.
Yeah. All our piggies, they're all growing. We've had like 9 babies, and they're probably 20 years now. So running around out there. So
okay, cool. All right, so we're gonna say aloha and